Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of my bullshit. I figured, in light of Halloween coming forward, maybe throw on some Vampire. It's a good game. Nice little challenge with it, too. Let's begin. New game, because everything's got to be new game. So third slot will be our new game. We're gonna do normal mode. I think I've only played story mode before. Actually, no, I think I started normal mode, but I never finished normal mode, so we'll make this normal. A normal playthrough. Vampire. I don't remember the loading screens taking this long. I do know that we have to hit up Dragon Ball Z at some point, because that took like a day and a half to download, so... Got some Kakarot in the future of today. Alright, this hasn't moved at all. What's going on? There we go.
"12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand?
I mean, I agree with that last one there.
Call to arms. What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death?
I agree with that one too. That's about it. All those other ones made no sense to me.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Oh shit. One of my friends just got promoted to black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oh shit. Shout out to you, Andrew G, if you ever watch me. Good shit, my guy. Definitely deserved. He's actually the man that people give me the purple belt, so that's really cool. Oh, look at this blood.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
Hey, lady, come here. Got something to tell you. Yes, it's me. It's me. I'm not the man I once was.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary!
Well, I fed, of course.
No! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Mary. Mary. No.
Bastard. Killed your own sister at the very beginning.
It's horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Ooh, there's no more to explain.
These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare.
Oh, there we go. That's how
I need to get out of here.
Can't jump there. That sucks.
This can't be happening. No, please, stop! I mean you no harm.
I'm no vermin, I swear. I swear it. I
What's
only
going on?
killed my own sister. I promise I'm no beast.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Has it fled?
Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can defend myself.
Kill that thing, tricky bastard! Over there!
Who are you? Stay back!
Don't let it out of your sight!
Sorry, but you left me no choice. Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry.
Dodge what? He should have dodged.
Over there! There's one of them
No,
vermin!
please, stop! Who are you?
There's one of them vermin!
What do you want?
Thank you.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this.
Shut up, beast!
Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name?
I'll do the rest of the job.
Just leave me.
That man was lucky to get away with his life. Aggravated.
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Good dodging skills.
I need to find shelter.
I'll just casually stroll to shelter. Because fuck y'all.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
For now. Ooh, what's in here? Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this?
Outside of it
watch.
going to people's families that
Beautiful it is.
were still alive, I never saw anything
We
wrong
fancy
with
to
that.
share the takings.
They're not gonna use it.
I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's impossible.
Brother, what have you done?
You know what I did.
Mary!
I don't know what I did though.
Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Wrong button. Too late. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Da-da-da.
Dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as snow.
Who goes there?
A prayer summoned by warring song. A child born from darkness must take scent of his path.
Who's there? Are you referring to me?
So that's what happened.
No!
But who was it?
No! I still have so much to accomplish.
Who did this to me? Vile creatures.
I still have so much left that needs doing.
And you're still technically alive dead to do it, so... Do it, sir, do it. Control yourself while you do it, too. Oh, nice. Rigor mortis. Guy must have been sitting there for a while.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
I mean, if you have a gun, yeah. Or a sword.
No,
like,
it never
hand to
got
hand
easy.
can't possibly be that easy. I mean, unless you're a vampire, I guess. Damn. Whoa. That was a crazy, crazy letter. Ooh.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it.
Yeah, it's just a nightmare. Yeah. You've been shot. You killed your sister, covered in blood.
So be it.
You won't. You won't. Do it. You won't. No balls.
Rational thinking only.
Why not just go for the head? It's funny when the Y popped up for vampire right there, I pressed Y. I thought it was telling me to press Y. Yep, back to this horrible nightmare again. With more blood on you. Jesus.
This is absolute madness.
I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who takes blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Nah, I'll take instant health anytime. Yeah. I know which route I'm going down on that. Man. Oh, I thought I'd have enough, but that's okay.
I was getting a reaction to it.
Voice in my head.
What's loading right now?
If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am.
One would hope.
I must find him to understand
It's a slight
what
clue.
I have become.
Slight.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Yeah, it's fine. We can leave it now.
Here's the leech. Here!
Poof.
My head's spinning.
I'm really not worried about you guys.
It's locked, all right.
Clever beast.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home.
And we will.
Over there! There's one of... Die, vermin!
Oof.
Watch out! Leech is fast!
Bastard. There we go.
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body. There's a strength I never knew I had. human anymore.
What the fuck was your first clue? It should have been when you shot yourself in the heart and you woke up. Or maybe when you, like, bit your sister and drained her blood until she died. No. I was still human then. But because I think I've gotten a little faster and stronger, I can't possibly be human. Your king and country need you.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
It won't be me, but it will be someone.
This is despicable.
Yeah, well, that's how you control your bloodlust. 10 shillings? I have no idea how much that's worth. No clue.
The dizziness from the jump. I can...
Come on, man. Is this gonna happen a lot? I don't remember this happening.
I'll control it.
Like, yes, it would be nice to have the game render before me. Instead of, walking into shit I can't see, but it would also be nice if it didn't load for fucking 3 minutes.
What will London have to say to me?
Not a whole hell of a lot, as long as you keep it cool. Keep your head
It's
down.
locked. I've so many questions
Don't
unanswered.
suck your patient's blood. Who just leaves all that money there?
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Yes. Where have you been?
The man has been
Sherlock
drained of
Holmes.
all blood. But I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Perhaps.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong. Where has everyone gone?
They've all been drained, of course. Shit, I wonder how many things I'll have to make up before I can call it a night in this, to keep every district as stable as possible. Because that is key. Let things get too unstable, you're gonna have werewolves and shit running around. Those are not fun to fight.
At last, a little life.
'Tis true.
Sir, to the turquoise turtle.
A bit, anyway.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
A long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
What do you mean?
Tell me more about these murders.
I
Every
don't know
morning
anything.
for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
On a suspect.
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Well, y'all seem to care, so why don't you guys do anything about it?
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The
I
last
love
ray
that
of
name.
light in this dangerous part of town.
Turquoise Turtle. You're open all night.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Well, you're a good guy for that.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
Fair point.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
The whole week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed,
I guess.
polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
Nothing wrong with that.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Well, I feel like I know what you're, trying to say there. How dare you, sir?
It's gotta be.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades.
Bogeyman.
You murdered someone. Blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's
True.
easier than accepting their own darkness.
Also true.
We can all be monsters.
My man speaks no lies. As
I'll
he
leave you
slosh.
to your bottle then.
No lies detected.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
What?
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see
Who?
one
I was
customer.
about to say,
Oh.
he's sloshed.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah, killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog. What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
Alright, well.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess. No?
Don't mind me just running behind the bar and
Damn it.
looking for things to
I
grab.
think it disturbs me.
All y'all like to mutter a lot of shit out loud, but don't like to say a damn thing to me. Don't appreciate it.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
See me now.
Fatigued, huh?
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire! Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself!
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Good, good.
And who might you be?
Excellent blood quality, look at him. Ah, delicious. Oh, but he's a pillar of the community. Can't touch him.
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
A what?
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here, too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
Fair enough.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders.
Violent
The docks have
murders.
always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
So give me an idea.
I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I don't know yet.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Why would you pray that, bro? Downstairs guy said he heard you open your window. This is the window? There's nowhere I can go from here.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
I think drink no longer stirs me. Not long ago, this mess would have given me a laugh.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
I think you're hiding something.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts. Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
Yes, yes I am, sir, yes.
I'll leave you to your bottle, then.
I appreciate you recognizing that and letting me know. Again.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I want the truth!
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear,
You're
madam.
a lie.
Please, tell me what's going on.
I don't like it when
Will.
people lie to me.
William Bishop?
William
He came in here earlier
Bishop,
tonight
eh?
and well, I thought he was going to clock someone. His hands! I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Oh, really? What happened?
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. My
Who
God,
isn't around these parts?
His eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about him.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well, Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
I've just discovered a hint. Citizens menu. Well, that's cool and all. That doesn't mean I want to kill him, though. I feel like Tom's kind of a pillar, too. He owns the bar, man. Everybody drinks there. He's keeping it open at night so people can be safe. Why would I...
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
You
All right,
again,
Tom.
What can I do for you?
All right, Tom.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight.
Tommy boy.
But he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
Who is he?
William? Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Weird. Oh, he was gonna eat your ass.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Ish. Kind of.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick, bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be
bro.
strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
He is not a happy camper with Tom.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs.
It does suck when you get to that level, doesn't it?
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city?
Oh, boats. Wow. Sorry. Fool of a took.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
And it could have been his friend Tom.
This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
So he's been scrapped.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
And his face, damn.
What's this? Some sort of note.
You bow.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
I do need to be a little bit more attentive about what's around me. So I need to start making some medicines to heal up the districts. But, you know... Your blood is delicious.
We haven't known McCullum to be wrong about anything.
Right. No time I can remember. But I've only been part of the Guards 3 weeks to the day.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've but one job, and that's to find it. And find it fast.
Best be on your way home. But why do they hide when it's so damn cold?
Don't come closer, sir. Over there! There's one of them.
It's okay. Of course, that's locked. Boop. So what you're saying is he doesn't like my claws too much.
Burn it, boy!
Bitch ass motherfucker. What? How did that even hit me?
Fucking want some of this?
Wasn't as much fun as I thought it was gonna be.
I like their screams when you burn them alive.
That's this nest of them cleaned out.
Go on then, turn around.
I like their screams when you burn them alive.
That's this nest of them cleaned out.
What is that? Hey. What? I pressed the damn button.
We won't see any of these bastards.
Not a good place for a stroll.
Stop right now! Steady, boy! Vicious bugger! Burn it fine!
I'll take that blood. Thank you very much.
Oh, Christ!
Don't appreciate that. This. Hit you a couple times. Oh, come on.
Doesn't like fire, does it?
Just trying to get full up and everything. And I didn't. Where is my killer?
Psst.
Damn mortals. If you weren't such assholes, I'd just let you live and be a doctor, like I'm trying to be. But no, no. They keep coming after me. You'll get yours. You need to sleep and evolve. Yeah, but if I sleep to evolve...
Fresh blood.
It depreciates
the whole building reeks of
I
it.
haven't healed, so...
The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
If I heal them up, then we can continue.
We've done it before.
No. I had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst.
Ooh, a scythe. Hehehe.
Must have more.
Oh dear God.
Okay, we're gonna fucking try this. Cause I didn't realize that you could parry with a scythe. So, try this shit. See how it goes.
Reeks of bloodshed.
Does it ever, man? Look at all the bodies.
Will please let go of me.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
I see what's going on right now. I have to let my stamina come back. Okay, I'm really wondering why this fucking parry shit's not working. And I keep dodging when he does that shit, and it doesn't fucking do anything. Bitch ass motherfucker. You made me waste everything. I hope you were my killer, or my changer, or whatever. We're gonna turn this back to the other ones, because this sucks. I'm not big on this. Excuse me. I'm just not impressed by it. It's not. Wait. So this has 10 stun, and this has 10 stun. Why would I ever use the stake?
Let me go.
No, my friend, I'm sorry. It's much too late for him. Much too. Does that not look like a letter?
The Lord is my shepherd. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by
clearly she's
skull?
a vampire.
You
because
truly
she just
are a
said
newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you...
Yes.
Like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Bitch, you knew that's not what I meant. Ah.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I was tend to my fault. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Maybe. You're overstretching it. Just a little.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Whoa. Hey, chill out there, buddy. No need to fire off like that. Can't go up there? Why the fuck not? Like, dude, why'd you do this? Gross. Gross. Didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with your food?
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
That's...
Well, London is
okay,
peaceful
so
as
she values her privacy, so the
canal.
fuck do I, but y'all seem to know a lot
If
about
only
me.
that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Make it really hard to argue. I say that much.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Whoops. Sorry about that. Let's see.
We'll have a word in my office later, Jonathan.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah, it's my turn!
Oh, oh! Damn!
Rotten bureaucracy. Each heart contains the secret of life. Drink at this river. Try it all.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
No. I must lead him to the hospital. Alright, fine. I guess I'll drink. I guess. Release.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
What happened? Did I black out?
Yes, you must have.
Whoa, I feel giddy.
I don't know what that means. Pertaining to whatever you're actually feeling. Giddy, as far as I'm concerned, means somewhat like excited.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Fair, but his blood quality wouldn't have been half as good. I don't mind getting rid of a scum. Actually, I should, real quick, just find out what his blood quality actually is, so... Yeah, exactly. 4 hints to unlock, yeah. People would notice him missing anyway. I think a lot of them would be happy that he's missing, but that's besides the point.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir.
I see why you've become
I'm
a
Nurse
nun
Gwyneth
nurse.
Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know,
Fine, it's fine.
blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy.
What hospital
more lethal
isn't?
than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy?
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
This is sounding oddly familiar and reminiscent of modern times.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Well, speak
up. Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Speak up,
Nurse
woman.
Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Ah. Mother... There we go.
Goodbye,
All right,
nurse.
fine.
Call me if you need assistance.
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you. Hurry up.
Don't you dare rush me.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true.
I'll drain you dry.
The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett's, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon.
When two
and
people in
blood
the same field
transfusion
respect each
specialist.
other and meet each other down the road, it's the dopest thing. I swear.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
My man is a fucking soldier.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word.
Please
with her.
don't,
You don't
have
have
a
to
fucking
blame her
word
for her honesty.
with her.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Really? Good, good.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
People are more important.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people.
So I'm led to
It just
believe.
lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Very, very smart.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Whoa, bro. What?
Any opinion about the management?
Sexist shit.
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening,
no.
Dr. Tippett.
No, it's not goodbye,
Dr.
good
Reed,
evening.
Any good news to share?
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Goodbye, good evening, goodbye. Thanks for the glass vials. Get out of my fucking way. The 1800s, right? I'm allowed to just, you know, hit someone, right? Keep it up, Dorothy, and watch whose blood I drain first. Doing, bro? Go back to the hospital. Just go back to the hospital. This is who I wanted to talk to first, though. I believe I've unlocked a hint on you.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
He does. Sorry.
Goodbye,
very
nurse.
sorry about that.
Call me if you need assistance.
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you.
I'm here.
Doctor,
Shut up.
where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded
that
man by the
fucking
docks.
tone the
He
fuck
answers
back.
to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit.
Yeah, so shut the
I'll
fuck
ask
up.
our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Excuse me, I just like to help people.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Okay.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Just need all I can find. You, sir, what is your name?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since.
I think you'd be surprised. You can use gunpowder to solderize a
No
wound.
need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Well, shit, let's trade.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice,
Right
Dr.
off
Reed.
the bat,
A
let's
reliable
go.
gun is what everybody needs these days.
I couldn't agree more, sir. And actually, I'm not even gonna... I have 69. Well, damn. Certainly not enough for that. Let's continue our conversation.
Good
at the
evening,
very
Doctor.
least.
Still trying to save lives?
How's your life in London, mate?
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything.
surprised.
And it's getting worse every
I just
day.
want to know what's going on, what needs improvement.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance
And
driver
why do you
since
have a Japanese
too long, I
armband?
guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job.
Is it
but I
just
get
me,
it
or
done
is that not a Japanese
most of the time.
armband?
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Fair enough. And that just gives me more business in the end, so...
I'd like to see your...
Oh, no,
goods.
no.
Wise
no.
choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Yeah, I'll get your shotgun eventually, bro. Eventually. As it stands right now, I'm still trying to meet everybody. Patients, doctors, colleagues, everybody.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
But alright then.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Who are you?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Pippa. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
And you've been a nurse for how long?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
I don't like your attitude, Nurse Hawkins. Pessimism can be as lethal as the epidemic in times like these.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
No one asked you to. You just immediately started being negative.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
So I've noticed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Seems I need to have a chat with Milton real quick. Again. Oh, I'm not allowed to bite myself and heal while I'm here? Fine, fuck y'all.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
should have blew those motherfuckers' heads off.
We
What are
lack
you
words.
doing, bro?
So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
You could make a brighter side of life, though. You fucking scumbag.
Goodbye, Milton.
Treat all the people who are actually trying to do good like shit. And then let the people that you saw get sold to pedophiles and shit go. Like, what a genius. What a fucking genius. I smuggle weapons, but I can't be bothered to kill those people.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently
I've got
taken the position of
knuckles
head
here
surgeon here.
that might be able to fix your face.
War
That's
injuries.
about it.
Am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How was your stay with us, with your fucked up
How was your
face?
stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you
That's
precisely
so sad,
why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
You'd probably be right about that, actually.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Sean Hampton. How you doing, mate?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Well, that makes you a better person than most.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior.
Alarming.
I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this
That wasn't a clue?
place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Aren't we all?
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long. You know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint. Not even criminals.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Oh yes, details. 2 hints. But he's a pillar.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum
Really?
for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. Magical token, if that's what you were trying to say.
My friend.
Not mine, anyway.
And why isn't yours?
Have you made friends since you arrived?
I will
Not
be
really.
right back. I have
but
to
I
use the bathroom.
recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know,
I'm a vampire!
I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul. Or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Okay, so I actually took an extra second to look up the definition of Cotard syndrome, and it comprises any one of a series of delusions that range from a belief that one has lost organs, blood, or body parts to insisting that one has lost one's soul or is dead. That's a very broad and vague description, if you ask me. But the cases have been reported in patients with mood disorders, psychotic disorders, and medical conditions. What those medical conditions might actually consist of is a whole nother thing that I'm not going to delve into. But I thought that was interesting.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Oh, well, do. Indulge me.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The garden near the morgue. I believe I already had something for a quest over there, so...
The staff here are not your enemy.
Interested
They're here
to see
to
what's
help
over
you,
there.
to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Ooh. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Okay.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the
I
Dark.
should have asked Percy your nocturnal I believe.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
I need blood, Doctor.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
And like, look at the 3 bottles, 5 bottles, possibly 6 bottles of alcohol right next to her. Why are you standing there in the corner? Did they just die on you?
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague?
What the fuck does that
Are you
mean?
a doctor too? Not anymore, sir.
Supposedly
I
dead
used to
from
be
what?
Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Let me talk to you first. And
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them. Very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Motherfucker. What to say? Why isn't that working?
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would
That
be
means
bored or worse.
evil will would
And
also
I like to be helpful,
decay too.
Quite
though,
depressing,
would it not?
wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
I mean, you can definitely look at people like Hitler and Stalin and a whole bunch of other people just to see that that's wrong.
So you're ready to die?
No, I'm not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
We must save this man at all costs. That's true.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
They can, I'm sure. My man's got codeine and opium for sale. And I have nothing to sell? Come on now. Well, if it's junk, then sell it, of course. Did that help me at all, though? I mean, I can get this now. No. This now. So...
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. I don't know what to do about it either. Or suppose we'll figure it out at some point, yeah? You'll certainly need to.
I know my guy is technically ready to evolve. But I am not technically ready to evolve.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
You will obtain nothing from me by flattery, my young colleague.
Oh, I was not flattering you, sir, not at all. Just clumsily expressing my sincere admiration.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
That's fair to say, but the problem is apparently most of you haven't even identified what this epidemic is, so you can't possibly have any information on it until it's at very least identified.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
As long as you don't try it on any patients, bro. Because I will kill you.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of
an
science.
opportunity.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question.
Need a hitman, Sharon.
I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Then it's extremely...
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury.
For your own
He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patients.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and
that
fears.
Shit's going in my party.
Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
A level 1 Hitmonchan. With horrible special attack and horrible special defense. What is this? Why? It is not going in my party. But I'm happy to have one, nonetheless. I will continue to try to catch one that's fucking better, because what the hell?
Good evening, sir.
I can have
I'm
horrible
Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way,
that?
Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Dabblers, sir. I am the lead in blood transfusion. Who the fuck are you?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice.
And he's the lead,
benefit of his
so he
position.
gets to do that.
But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can
What
get.
hospital out
You
there's
will agree
lead
with
is
that, I'm
asking
sure.
people if it's okay to add a
But
doctor?
I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Well, I am a vampire, so you could envy that, maybe.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become
displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that.
This
But I
dude
will
is
never
so
be childish enough
fucking
to
arrogant.
let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Clearly you have, because you wanted to talk to me sideways from the second I said hi. You piece of shit.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Although, on a side note, as much as I disagree with his point of view, I do think we need people around here to ground people who might go above and beyond.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if
That
the
he may
surgery
have
is a
lost
failure.
it to begin with. I think maybe we should ask him what he thinks about the experimentation versus this, and then whatever befalls is his own fault as long as we were attentive. Haha. How about that? That's the middle ground and ethical as fuck.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the
If I
war just
wasn't
like
dedicated,
you. But unlike you, I did
how would
not
I have
use the
rose
wounded
to
to play
such
the modern sorcerer.
Be careful
astounding
what you insinuate,
fame?
Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
I don't see any reason why I should justify my actions to you.
That's true, Dr. Reed. The only judge has to be yourself. The question is, are you judging yourself hard enough?
harder than you could ever judge me. And with more logic as well.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
It's funny because while you like to sit there and talk all that shit, bro, All you're doing is sitting on your ass over there. Dr. Strickland. You experimenting bastard, you.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
We'll see. Thought I unlocked A.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Will I ever
Goodbye,
get you two
Dr.
to work
Strickland.
together well? Only time will tell. Let's go talk to Harvey and see what he feels about all
Good
this.
evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
And I would like your opinion on how to get that done.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other
with
circumstances, you would be
blood
right.
transfusion.
But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
So you don't think that your industry is just as important? Because if your industry fails, guess whose industry booms? This one. Because now they have to mend flesh and fucking bone, bro. It's all just as important. It's all just as important. Everything ties to everything.
Tell me about your
That's what a lot of
injury,
people
Harvey.
fail to fucking
Why do you
realize.
feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh, wow, that's fucking horrible.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915.
Relive your worst fucking
I was in the
memory.
army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have.
bleeders.
Poor little bleeders. What a fucking descriptive word, huh?
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy. Will this ship never end?
He's only one more hint away from being
Falling apart.
100%, but I feel like I should just let him go.
So many deaths.
It's Dr. Strickland, Aykroyd, Milton. You two fucks.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, madam. Can
That's
I help
not
you?
who I was trying to talk to, but okay.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
That's kind of cool.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived, but we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Is it social standing or arrogance?
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
We'll get to the bottom of that, don't you worry.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal consequences, Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
As for me...
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. Rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Well, you tried to kill yourself,
Mortimer.
motherfucker.
Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
Stop being a fucking punk, man.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
You're kind of a dick, but...
Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Sweet girl.
Okay. I talk to you. Yes, where? Oh, look. Something. Alright. Local investigation. Told me nothing. What the fuck? Okay, can it says I can police a fucking. There we go.
You always knew the words to calm the children.
Look out, vampire lady. The pain. Oh, the pain. It's so painful. Oh. Oh no. Oh, it hurts so much, mate. Come on then.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Oh goodness, who knows what that would mean? Outside of death and destruction. Bro, what are you doing out here? Get it up. Damn, bro. I got moitalized. Moitalized, no.